Hi, friends. Hey, I just want to look at an overview of the screen really quickly here. I think you will find this interesting. So, we are on Module 5 as of yesterday. You're going to be focusing on research and delivery this week because you're doing speeches for the rest of the term. So, that'll be fun. But the key point here that I want to drive home with this little moment is that everything else from this point out is going to have to be extremely well researched. As I've been going through culture papers, I've noticed that some people have done a great job to make sure their stuff is well researched, and some people are doing the bare minimum. With the summer term, I would probably also be doing the bare minimum. So I just want that to be brought to your attention that we're going to be doing more research, but it's not going to look like the culture paper. It's going to be twice and sometimes three times as much as what was required there. So get your seatbelts on, friends, because the rest of this is going to be insane. Okay, so we're on Module 5. Right now we have a quiz. I had a question that was weird. I had to go in and adjust it on the quiz. Thanks to Alejandra for bringing that to my attention. So again, if you guys see things that are strange, please just let me know and I will do what I can to adjust them. If you are having a hard time with Canvas or any of the software, you need to call the help desk with UVU. Otherwise, most things I can help with. Okay, so here's what we're expecting this week. One, you have your reading and your quiz, discussion as usual. Um, the other classes are doing 2 discussions a week. I just couldn't do it, you guys. So we're just going to do our 1 discussion for this week with your reply. And then we're doing a thing about research and AI where you're going to be cross checking any research that you do with AI. The key here is to point out that AI hallucinates. And if you're not familiar with that term, basically what it means is AI makes stuff up just to answer your question. The goal is to answer the question more than it is to be accurate. And so that's what that assignment is about. Then you're going to be doing your great speech. You just submitted your outline. And so remember, you're following that outline by the letter, right? You're like sentence by sentence by sentence. And if you do that, then you do 1, you have this format memorized. 2, you're going to do extremely well on this assignment. Okay, so that's what we've got going on this week. Um, ooh, ooh, ooh. One thing we are missing that I am going to be adding to that will be your informative speech outline. So your informative speech outline is going to be bumped up here. Okay, so just be aware of that. I just realized that is a huge problem. Okay, so you're going to see this populate with a couple more of assignments for your informative speech. Just be aware of that. Keep yourself in that textbook and in that workbook, that student workbook that tells you everything that's required for the assignments. Now remember here, your student guidebook chapters are here. Also, I want to bring to your attention something that you may not realize, and that's this one right here called COM 1020 Example Speeches. If you click on this, you will see like here's an example of a great speech. Okay, here are examples of great speeches, like the different grade versions. Like this will be what I'm looking for. Here are examples of informative speeches. And then here is another example of 3 versions of an informative speech. And then here's an example of a persuasive speech. Okay, so if you're like, I'm not really sure what I'm doing, we have these example speeches here for you to model. So I just also wanted to bring that to your attention. Okay, so remember, just to reiterate, that is in the very top module, Welcome and Course Resources. Click on that, and it's the second to last page, COM 1020 Example Speeches. This is going to be your resource, and I just want to make sure that you are also aware that that is available for you. Again, we want to help you succeed in this process and see improvement as you continue to give your speeches. Okay, friends, I hope that that helps, and I will talk to you later. Oh. or I won't.